started. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the L3 Operator Working Group meeting. Today is August 19, 2025. I see there are only 4 people in this meeting. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, let me copy the agenda. Okay. We don't have any announcements. I don't think so. Yeah, there's 4 people. There's 9 new members in this meeting right now. Okay, let's go through the action item from the last meeting. Action item. Okay. Breakdown. So I see you already created new PR for
Yes.
the E2 test only, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good, yeah. Let me copy. Which one? Let me take a look. Is this PR?
Yes.
Okay. E2E test. Yeah, please all the maintainer or reviewer take a look.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, we will take a look offline.
Yeah.
Next one. Should be replaced by new smaller PR. The old one is not relevant anymore. E2E test for
I discussed with Abdul, so he can add his own end-to-end test cases based on my existing end-to-end test PR. So after this is merged, he can add new cases. It's okay.
Okay, do you mean it's based on the 1 and 2, right? Based on this PR.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Okay, the next one. Reconciliation loop E2 test.
It's the
Oh,
former
yeah.
large PR involved with refactoring of Solar cell loop. So
Okay, got it. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, we discussed the last one after the working group meeting. We have one more meeting. Yeah, right after the working group meeting.
yes.
So the 1 and 2 is the first one to extract from this big PR, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And based on our discussion in our last Brava meeting, so there are a couple of points. The first, the refactor, let me add a note. Several points. I recall you just refactored on the reconciliation workflow. You just break down the big method into multiple smaller one, right? This is the first.
Yes, I extracted 4 dedicated methods with separation of concerns.
Into smaller. Yeah, actually, yeah, the refactor is nice to have, but it's not necessary. You know, the existing method have around 200 lines of code, but the structure is super clear. So I don't think we have to do the refactor, but it's not priority. You know, yeah, the existing code is already super clear, although it's a little big. But anyway, we can extract the utility test first. We can merge the test first, and we can discuss later.
Yes, it's just that during the implementation of the status test and the conditional reporting feature, it's good to have separated methods so that we can write more comprehensive unit tests because we have more endpoints to test, and we can test the intermediate and internal logic of the localizer loop. So the chance to go wrong
Okay.
go wrong is lower. Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, okay. So I'm not objected. So yeah, okay. I'm good. I'm okay. So after we break down this big method into multiple small method, we can add utility test, and we can add unit test for each one smaller one method. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Sounds good. But anyway, we need to review this utility test first and get it merged. And we can
Yes.
discuss later. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Overlap. The next one. What's this?
We discussed it before.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, sure. No problem. I reviewed PR. We have peer review right now. Okay. 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 So before we move to today's new discussion, any comment for the action item from the last meeting? No. Okay. Okay. There's no agenda in today's discussion list, but there are cover items on top of my mind. The first thing, you know, the priority for the 0.2 is still the certificate management. I had one meeting. I have one weekly meeting with the ARCA for the certificate. Okay, this one. Yeah, I believe this PR should be good enough. So please take a look. Yeah. Yeah, in the last week, I have a new one meeting with ARCA. I only raised several minor comments. Only minor comments. So overall this PR overall looks good to me.
Okay, I'll review it.
Yeah, I haven't resolved the minor comment yet. There's no any new to push. So anyway, please take a look. Yeah. The certificate. Yeah, there are couple remaining one. Let me 1 second. Then let me copy from the manuscript document. 1 second. Okay, so once this PR get merged, so the E2E, the editor operator has already officially support certificates based on certificate manager as the provider. Once this PR get merged, there are several remaining tasks for the certificate management. one of the remaining tasks is, let me get a look. Once this PR get, okay, let me. Get merged. There are several remaining. There are several remaining tasks. The first one is the ownership. The reason is, we the adversary operator dedicate to the provider to manage, to create, manage the certificates. So if the user remove the adversary cluster directly, we expect all the resource can be automatically cleaned up. So currently we depend on the ownership reference to do it. So we should add, when we use the certificate manager as the provider, we just create a certificate custom resource, and then the certificate manager will automatically create all the certificates and get the include in a secret, Kubernetes secret. So when user remove the adversary cluster, we expect the certificate can automatically clean up. So we should add an ownership reference in the certificate, which means it point to its parent, the adversary cluster. But the problem is, we need to update the signature of the API. Let me open that for you. Yeah, there's a lot of detail, probably not get lost. This is the provider API. The first one, ensure certificate secrets. So the adversary operator just call this method to create the certificate. So in the implementation, the certificate management implementation is just create a certificate custom resource. So we should add owner reference for the certificate. But the problem is we need to update the signature of this method to add an ownership reference, so that we can set the ownership to the certificate custom resource. This is the next step. Otherwise, let's not wait. Otherwise, the other option is we can, when the certificates and the secrets are already created, we can modify the certificate resource later. But I don't think it's good. But I don't think it's good way. I think we should add the owner reference in the first place instead of later by patch. So I'm not sure you get the detail. There's a lot of details. Okay, add owner reference into can be automatically clean up. Even user. Yeah, this is the first. This is one of the remaining tasks. The second task is, the Arc only implement the certificate manager provider. We only support the auto provider. We also need to auto provider. Yeah, the difference between the auto provider and the certificate provider, if the user do not configure the TLS at all, then which means there's no TLS support. So which means the client communicate to the adversary cluster use HTTP, not HTTPS. If the user configure the TLS, but not configure any details information, then by default use the auto provider. So which means the adversary operator will create safe signed certificates for the user. So in most the case, this use case is for the demo, for the evaluation, for the test purpose. In the production environment, the users is recommended to use the certificate manager provider. Okay, let me give you a example. Yeah, this is the, let me paste this, is the design. Okay, let me just, yeah, this is the user interface. Yeah, the user can configure the TLS. If the user do not configure TLS, for example, if the user do not configure TLS, which means there's no TLS, the client, the IDC client just use HTTP talk to the IDC server. If the user configure the TLS, but not configured, which means by default use the auto provider. So the auto provider is just for the evaluation purpose. When the user wants to do quick evaluation of the IDC operator, if the user configure the certificate manager, which means is the certificate manager provider will be used by default. It's recommended for the production environment. Okay, this is the use case. Any question before I move on? Okay, no. Okay. So this is our remaining task. Yeah, there are several minor comment. Yeah, please take a look. Yeah, this is the certificate management. Yeah, I believe once the certificate management, the feature is complete, I think we are ready to release 0.2. Yeah, this is the plan. Okay. Any other item to discuss? Okay, if there's no any other, probably we'll take a look the PR. What's the new PR? There's no. Okay, there's no new PR. Oh, the status. Yeah, the status is. What's the progress? What's the latest progress?
Yes, I intend to work on it once the testing and refactoring are done. It's actually working right now. I manually tested, and I also posted the result in the document, and we even discussed. Based on it, so it's working. But we still need the test to be merged to ensure that things don't go wrong.
Okay, so you expect the utility test to be merged first.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Apart from the utility test, but for this PR is huge PR, more than 1,000 lines code change. It's huge PR.
Yeah. Yes. Indeed. Because there are some help methods and managers to ensure that the patch process is okay.
Okay. So your plan is, so anyway, so your plan is get the utility test. Do you mean which one do you mean? Do you mean this one to 192?
Yes, for first 192, and if it is possible, I would also like to get the refractory and the unit test done. So yeah, end-to-end test, unit test, and the refractory.
Okay. Just to double confirm, so your PR is based on the discussion in this issue?
I haven't updated it yet because right now the working status and the condition reporting is based on an older main branch. So I need to replace it on the on the future main branch after the end-to-end test, unit test and the refactory. That could be some work. So I intend to start that sort of work after the refactory and the tests are done. Is that okay?
Okay. Status. Public. Status. Okay. So this is the issue, the PR. Okay, so the plan is to finish the E3 test.
Yeah.
And probably unit test first.
Yeah.
What's the next step after test is finished?
The unit test needs the refactoring to be done first. Otherwise, otherwise it's impossible to write a unit test. So they're bundled together.
Okay, so refactor and a unit test, right?
Yeah.
What's the next?
Then I can I can modify the existing status and the condition reporting PR based on the updated main branch. The main branch with the refactor work and the test work.
Okay, update the PR based on the discussion in the issue.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, anyway, please try to make the PR just, usually if the PR is big, it's hard to review. Please try to break down the PR into smaller one, and make sure each PR is stand alone or independent, so that easier for the maintainer or reviewer to review.
Yes.
Try to break down. Okay. So I think this feature probably is also good to be included into the 0.2 version. Yeah, but I'm not sure how long it can be finished.
The code is all working. So if we get some get some reviewed and merged then maybe we can catch up.
Okay. Anyway, that's step by step. Yeah. To move first. Yeah. Okay. Okay, thank you. Okay, the next one is for, what's the next one? Oh, pod spec. Yeah, it is another. Yeah. Pod spec. Okay. Yeah, there's no any progress since our last meeting.
Yeah, I think we agreed how it should be named, but I don't think the contributor has followed up.
Sorry, can I say that again? Do you mean the
So
contributor has,
we agreed that that's the summary from last time. So we agreed that the name should be different, but the contributor hasn't get back to us.
okay. Okay, got it. Yeah, thank you. For the pod spec. Or pod template, whatever. Okay, so yeah, if there's no any response for the contributor for a long time, so what's the plan to move forward?
I think maybe try to see if we can reassign it.
Okay, so
Or do you have any other ideas?
yeah, first, the immediate benefit is, let me go take a look at the PR. Yeah, okay. So
But
let's see what.
Yeah, the thing is that the PR is so the basically what we agreed last time is it was also with the naming, and so his initial pull request. So he opened the pull request with his initial idea, even before we had like any discussion how we wanted to do it.
Okay.
I think redoing his pull request should also be very quick. It's not like a lot of things that he's adding.
Okay.
How,
Should we
how
get
do you
this
guys
include?
usually how do you guys usually proceed with that? You guys like fetch his branch and modify on top of his branch, or you guys like prefer to do like a brand new one and basically ignore his PR? If that was the case, if we were to redo it.
Given in my example, given that, or like if anybody that doesn't have write access to the repository, I think the easiest is if you just start your own branch, cherry pick his his commit, and then modify
Okay.
and co-author with him, with
Okay.
the contributor. That's usually what I will do. I can also do that if he doesn't. So we also usually give the contributor like a week or so to reply. I think this time it has been 2 weeks, so maybe we can immediately reassign. I can do it. Something easy. Or we could have someone else do it. What do you think, Benjamin?
Yeah, we don't have an official procedure for this, but usually if there's no response for the contributor for a long time, usually we have, just as Ivan already pointed out, we usually have 2 ways to proceed. The one is the new contributor creates a brand new PR. You can start over, but you can reference this or reference the source code. You can copy the source code into your dev branch. The second approach is just you create a new PR, but you cherry pick the commit from the existing PR into your dev branch so that the original contributor is still the author of the first commit. And you can continue add more commits on top of the existing commit. But it's not big problem to me. If I do it, it depends on the quality of the original PR. If the original PR has good quality, then we can just cherry pick the PR, the commit into your dev branch. And you can continue add new. You can in the first step you need to rebase the PR, rebase the PR, and then you can add new commits in your PR. Yeah. If the original PR is bad quality, probably is medium or bad quality. But the idea is good. In that case, usually you can just create new PR and start implement everything yourself. But probably reference the idea, reference the thoughts from the original old PR. But anyway, that's no that's no official
It's not
procedure
a
for
big
this.
deal. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not a
yeah.
big deal. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so seems like this is also a candidate for the 0.2, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna, so let me ping the contributor in
Okay.
the pull request and the issue. And if he doesn't reply in maybe a week, I can take that, or sorry, I don't know who was, it was you, Fred. I don't know if Fred wants to take over that one. It should
I
be
can
an
take
easy.
a look as well.
Okay,
I
so
can
then
take a look as
I
well. I need to
can,
get some more context, but yeah, I'll figure it out.
the thing is that this is also the first commit in a series, or first pull request in a series of commits, pull requests, because we want to do more of the, allow the user to customize more of the pod spec. So maybe I can do the first one and then you can take over, Fred.
Yeah,
If
that's
that
fine.
sounds
Fine
good.
by me.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So yeah, let me ping the contributor, and I'll wait a week, and if he doesn't reply, then I'll do it.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah. So we have 3 items to be included in the 0.2. The one is certificate. The second is status. The third one is the pod spec, pod template feature. Right. Okay, we have 3. Once the fourth certificate management is mandatory. It must be included in 0.2. Otherwise, there's no sense. Doesn't make sense to release 0.2. But the other two, it depends on the progress. If they can, I'm not sure how long it. I expect for the pod template to be already, just as already discussed. The feature is already done. It's almost just rename. Should be quick. For the status, I'm not sure how long it can be finished. If it take a long time to finish, if it take a long time, probably we can move this feature to the 0.3.
If the status and the condition reporting pull request get reviewed quickly, I can pick up the progress. No problem by me.
Okay. So yeah, okay. So we need more review we need more review. Okay. Okay. Good. Yeah. Any other items to discuss?
No, not for me. I'm just back from vacation, whatever.
Okay.
I just try to catch up. So I don't have any idea.
Okay.
I have a quick question. Are we planning on having 0.2 before KubeCon?
Do you want me KubeCon North America or European?
North America. Yeah, because we have so the Justin is gonna speak for the HCD operator working group in our maintainer track talk. I mean, we still have until November, and it seems like we don't have a lot of things.
November, right? November.
Yeah, November. It's like mid-November. Yeah, mid-November, second week of November, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good point. Yeah, I think we should have enough time. We have 2 more months. We still have 2. I think we should have enough time to finish the certificate management.
Okay.
Yeah, as long as the certificate management feature is done, then I think we are ready to release 0.2. But I expect the pod template should also be quick. And also the only concern is the status. So because there's no review, there's no, you know, we anyway, thanks for the contributor to work on this feature, but there's no, we need maintainer to collaborate with the contributor. Otherwise, it's hard to move forward, make progress. Sorry, I'm busy with the other task recently. We need more review maintainer to help on this. Anyway, what's the certificate management and pod template? We're ready to release 0.2 for the status. For the status, we need maintainer or experienced computer. Work. Collaborate with yeah. Okay. Any comments from this high-level plan?
I'm okay with it.
Yeah, this question for Ivan and Hackman and Fred. Are you any comments for this high-level plan?
No, I think
Don't
so.
think
Having
so. Should be.
yeah, I think having a deadline helps us to prioritize what we need to do. So at least we know that we want to do 0.2 before November. So add some clarity on the tasks and the efforts that we need to put in.
Okay. Separate, any comments for this?
No, so sounds good to me.
Okay. So anyway, this certificate management is top priority. But for the pod template, I think it's usually quick. So the status, we need more maintainer. Yeah.
Okay.
Try to release 0.2 before. Yeah. I believe we can release 0.2. If we can't release, we just reduce the scope. Okay. Any other topic to discuss?
I have none.
Yeah, not
Okay.
from.
Okay. Thank you. See you next week. See you.
See you.
Thank you,
Bye.
guys. See you
Bye.
guys.